Coming up on Primetime, a cruise ship carrying more than 2,000 passengers and crew was denied entry to Guam. We'll tell you why coming up. Plus, a complaint has been filed against the Guam Power Authority for violations of the Clean Air Act. Nestor Lecanto reports that story. And citing inhumane conditions at the Department of Corrections, another complaint has been filed in federal court.
Hafeday, good evening. I'm Adriana Cotero. A cruise ship with more than 2,200 passengers and crew has been denied entry to Guam's commercial port. The U.S. State Department made the request to allow the British-American vessel, the MS Westerdam, whose passengers may be infected with the novel coronavirus, to dock here. In a news release, the governor's office says the boat had sought entry to 2 other ports, but was also denied, given the potential risk of infection and the need for a large quarantine. The vessel docked in Hong Kong on February 1st and boarded approximately 800 passengers there. Acting Governor Josh Tenorio, after consultation with Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, denied the request made by the Undersecretary of State. In a statement, Tenorio said, "While we feel for every soul on board of the MS Westerdam, our obligation is to protect the people of Guam." And the U.S. Justice Department has filed a complaint in a Washington, D.C. court on behalf of the EPA against the Guam Power Authority for violations of the Clean Air Act. GPA has agreed to pay $400,000 in penalties, but says it was unable to avoid hundreds of millions of dollars more through lengthy negotiations. Nestor Lecanto reports.
The settlement is between the EPA, GPA, and the Marianas Energy Corporation, which operates the PD power plant. GPA says the $400,000 is the negotiated penalty amount for noncompliance with EPA national emission standards for hazardous air pollutants, specifically emissions from the Cabrera and PD power plants. GPA says the fines could have reached as much as $600 million, but through negotiations that date as far back as 2013, it has agreed to remedial action outlined in a newly filed federal consent decree. The objectives include permanent retirement of the Cabrera 1 and 2 units, switching the PD 8 and 9 units from burning fuel oil to more clean-burning ultra-low sulfur fuel, and building a new power plant that will comply with the Clean Air Act. Specifically, the consent decree requires GPA to operate a 180-megawatt ultra-low diesel burning plant by October 31st of 2022. The decree also sets a timetable for GPA to build an additional 100 megawatts of solar power and a 40-megawatt energy storage system. GPA General Manager John Beneventi was not available for comment today, but in a statement said, "We believe this settlement is a fair resolution of the alleged violations, and GPA will complete the work to satisfy the settlement terms." GPA has scheduled a news conference for Monday to answer questions about the Justice Department complaint and the consent decree. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Federal Public Defender John Gorman says it was just a cascade of complaints and it just got to be too much. And this is why they have filed a complaint detailing inhumane conditions at the Department of Corrections and ultimately asking the district court to take action. Denial of privileges, ignored health concerns, rat infestation, poor ventilation, a facility plagued with mold. These are some of the alarming conditions at the Hagåtña detention facility.
I think everyone in DOC is suffering, but we only represent a group of federal defendants.
The Federal Public Defender's Office represents 8 inmates and detainees who filed a complaint about the inhumane conditions at the Department of Corrections Hagåtña detention facility. Thursday was the deadline ordered by Chief Judge Francis Tidinko Gatewood for the defendants to file a declaration with specific details about their concerns. According to the declaration, the deficiencies include unsafe and unsanitary conditions for medical and mental health needs, inadequate access for attorney-client visitation, inhumane and unconstitutional living conditions, all a result from a lack of resources, supervision, and mistreatment. Federal Public Defender John Gorman.
We've been hearing the complaints now for a while, but they just seem that the situation just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Gorman says there was another trigger behind their motion.
When the DOC director himself admitted that the conditions were inhumane, and at that point we realized we couldn't stay silent any longer. We had to take action.
According to Gorman, just last month, former DOC Director Frank Ishizaki, as well as the governor, admitted conditions at DOC were inhumane. Additionally, the changes in leadership are a cause for concern. Ishizaki was only on the job for 2 months. He replaced Samantha Brennan, who resigned as director amid criticism of her leadership. In charge now is Joe Carbolito, who was appointed a week ago.
The vast majority of the correctional officers at DOC are good people. They're hardworking people, and they are compassionate. So it's It's not the officers who are oppressing our clients. It's the management. We're not really saying that the people at DOC are incompetent. I don't think they're just given the correct resources by the government.
But more than that, Attorney Gorman says the U.S. Marshals Service plays a serious role with the problems in Hagåtña.
For us, a major problem is the U.S. Marshals contract out with DOC to provide that facility. And to us, they have completely abdicated their responsibility to monitor and ensure that that is a safe and humane facility. The U.S. Marshals have totally fallen down on the job.
Gorman says the U.S. Marshals Service pays for the facility and it's their responsibility to actively supervise it. U.S. Marshal for Guam and the CNMI, Fernando Sablan, declined comment. According to Attorney Gorman, since his clients have come forward with the allegations, there has been retaliation from the supervisors, and now the ball returns back to the district court to decide how they want to handle it.
The district court has very powerful supervisory powers over these conditions, and we want the district court to hold hearings and then take appropriate action to solve these problems.
It was in 1991 DOC was sued for inhumane conditions at the prison. For decades, DOC was under a consent decree, but after finally coming into compliance, the case was dismissed in 2017. Burnie Stephanus was sentenced to 10 years in prison for killing his coworker, Randy Tamai. The incident occurred back in January 2019 when the two got into an argument at work that resulted in the deadly stabbing of Tamai. Stephanus was indicted on charges of murder and aggravated assault. However, he entered a plea agreement with the government and pled guilty to manslaughter as a lesser crime to the initial murder charge. Dexter Warren Cabrera was sentenced to 21 months behind bars for stealing a machete and jumper cables and for trying to break into a home. He was convicted of theft as a third-degree felony and must pay $5,000 in restitution. According to prosecuting attorney Sean Brown, you cannot put a price on the sense of security that we should have in our own homes. An aircraft carrier, USS Theodore Roosevelt, pulled into Guam this morning, bringing 20 Guam-based sailors to the island. Their families were on hand, eagerly and anxiously awaiting the welcome them at the naval base Guam's Kilo Wharf. Some of the Guam-raised sailors haven't been home in years, like Airman Apprentice Jose Luis Guench.
I am definitely glad to be home. It's great to be back. Just sitting down, relaxing with my family. Got no other plans aside from that.
Guench has also been craving certain dishes that he has not had in a long time, which his mom was happily ready to prepare for her son.
Red rice, chicken calaguin, possibly some kadu, oxtail preferred. That's what I'm craving.
Speaker Tina Muñoz Barnes and Senator Amanda Shelton were also on hand to welcome the sailors who will join about 5,000 others from the Roosevelt on liberty this weekend. The USS Pinckney is also on island, bringing the total number of military onshore leave to 6,000. Theodore Roosevelt and Pinckney, part of the Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group, left their home port of San Diego, California on January 17th. The Roosevelt first set sail in 1984 and is nicknamed the Big Stick after President Teddy Roosevelt's popular quote, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." And President Trump took a victory lap just one day after his acquittal by the Senate, holding up headlines from newspapers whose subscriptions he said he would cancel and mixing shout-outs to supporters with put-downs of his enemies. Ben Tracy reports from the White House.
President Trump entered the East Room filled with his supporters and claimed victory, but also painted himself as a victim.
We went through hell unfairly, did nothing wrong.
He then aired 3 years' worth of grievances.
It was dirty cops, it was leakers and liars, Russia, Russia, Russia. It was all bullshit.
The president was not contrite. He did not apologize, except to his family.
For having them have to go through a phony, rotten deal by some very evil and sick people.
The hour-long, largely unscripted performance was a stark contrast to Bill Clinton's less than 2-minute-long speech after his acquittal in 1999.
I want to say again to the American people how profoundly sorry I am.
Today was about presidential payback, aimed at Mr. Trump's political opponents.
Adam Schiff is a vicious, horrible person. Nancy Pelosi is a horrible person.
On the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue, the speaker returned the favor.
he's impeached forever, no matter what he says or whatever headlines he wants to carry around.
President Trump is also not hiding his contempt for Mitt Romney, the only Republican senator who voted to convict.
My faith is at the heart of who I am.
This morning, President Trump questioned that at the National Prayer Breakfast.
I don't like people who use their faith as justification for doing what they know is wrong.
In his speech, President Trump also railed against the investigations into his 2016 campaign. Attorney General Bill Barr, who was here at the White House for the speech, now says that any investigations into the 2020 candidates must be approved by him. Ben Tracy, CBS News, the White House.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
At the mall, as you enjoy your shopping, dining, or entertainment, you could also win 3 great cars from Atkins Kroll and thousands of prizes in Micronesia Mall's Cars, Prizes, and Getaways game. Present your mall receipts and have a chance to win the renowned performance Chevrolet Camaro, the unapologetic rugged Toyota 4Runner, or the head-turning Lexus ES 350 Luxury. Getaways to Manila, courtesy of Philippine Airlines, plus prizes from Foot Locker and Burger King. The more you shop, the more chance to win in Micronesia Mall's Cars, Prizes, and Getaways game.
Half the day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Over at the Guam Legislature, an oversight hearing with the Department of Parks and Recreation. It's still ongoing. Committee Chairperson Senator Kelly Marsh Taisono called for the hearing to address the long-standing issues and current status of the Hagåtña pool, which has been closed since January 17th after results from tests conducted by the Guam Environmental Protection Agency came back with high levels of chlorine and traces of coliform bacteria. KUAM reported that parents have complained that their children had gotten sick after swimming in the Hagåtña pool. Also being discussed is the closure of the Dedado pool, which has been out of commission since the end of January. Late this afternoon, Senator Marsh introduced a bill to amend existing Guam law that allows tax credits to be used for recreational facilities. In this case, the credits will apply to the development, repair, renovation, and maintenance of the Hagåtña and Dedado swimming pools. She says this bill will provide much-needed tools to better ensure that its pool facilities are properly maintained, thus hopefully preventing the recurrent closures that have been ongoing for at least the last several years. It's a road he's been down before, but according to Dale Alvarez, he'll keep writing and pushing the issue until the wheels fall off. Chris Barnett reports.
10 years and it's the same old story.
Up to now, it's not paved. And that was since 2010.
And if you've ever traveled along Cross Island Road, you know exactly what he's talking about.
It's causing a lot of problems with my residents, even outsiders like Telefofo when they drive by Route 17, they complain about the potholes.
Matter of fact, it's a sign of the times.
Because I'm being blamed. They put a sign up there, welcome to Route 17 pothole junction, or please bring a lot of spare tires.
Santa Rita Mayor Dale Alvarez says he's doing what he can.
We don't work on roads, we don't fix roads, but I try to patch them up as soon as they give me co-mix.
Alvarez has even gone so far as writing to elected leaders pleading for help to fix secondary roads in his village. But money always seems to be a roadblock.
Everybody puts it on the plan to do it, and I just want to question them when. They're always telling me since I first became mayor that they're going to come out and fix it, no problem, we got a plan next year and all this. So I tell my constituents that. The next thing I know, never come true.
In his letter to lawmakers, the mayor not only expressed his concerns about desperately needed repairs to Cross Island Road, but also with Route 5, Route 12, and Sumai Memorial Drive. He's pleading with senators to act on Bill 238, which would appropriate some $2 million in lapsed funds from the end of fiscal year 2019 to the Department of Public Works for village street repairs. The bill, introduced by Republican Senators Tello Taitigui, James Moylan, Louise Muña, and lone Democrat sponsor Clint Ridgell. For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
The Guam Election Commission has set the date for the special election for Zonia Mayor. He will be held on Saturday, March 28th in MU Lujan Elementary School's cafeteria. According to a media release, candidate packets will be available for pickup starting Monday, February 10th at the GEC's office in Hagåtña. The special election is being held after the resignation of Jesse Blas, who entered a plea agreement in federal court. The mayor was accepting bribes from a federal informant to smuggle in drugs through cluster boxes in his village. And University of Guam President Thomas Christ and his wife Patricia have made a personal investment into helping students of UOG pursue and complete their degrees. The couple has donated $85,000 to be awarded as 3 endowed scholarships through the UOG Endowment Foundation. We all know people whose financial circumstances have prevented them from finishing school, said Patricia. The funds will be awarded specifically to first-generation college students, students who have demonstrated a need to complete their degree programs, and students who will be participating in unpaid internships with nonprofit organizations. For each category, $25,000 will be invested. Within 3 years, the earnings will produce $1,000 in scholarships for 3 students each year per perpetuity. GPA is warning about another phone scam. It received reports from customers about phone calls from an off-island number requesting for immediate payment over the phone or risk that the power service will be disconnected. Customers have reported the call is from the number 888-864-1797. GPA advises the public that they do not initiate or make phone calls to customers to request for immediate payments or threaten power service disconnection. Never provide payment or personal information to an unverified caller. Customers can call 647-5787 to verify the caller or confirm their account status. Ratepayers can also access their account information at paygpa.com or GPWA's mobile app. Coming up, the Dial Rent to Own Athlete of the Week.
Like a snare. Cool down by the river with the flowers in your hair. And I know everywhere you go, your love is gonna shine. Your love is gonna shine.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
We're excited to introduce Cars Plus 2.0 as we celebrate our 20th anniversary. Every moment has led us to push the standards of the automotive experience, from our state-of-the-art facility to world-class products. And now, we're proud to launch Guam's first and only lifetime warranty. Head on down to Cars Plus and ask about our lifetime warranty. We're driven by you and driven to be better.
Shell's Million Miles giveaway is back, and we're giving 100,000 United Mileage Plus miles to 10 lucky winners. You can jet off to Japan, break away to LA, or even sightsee in Paris. So, how do you make a getaway? Just use your Lucky 7 card when you fuel up with 7 gallons or more, and you're automatically entered to win. Fuel up at your nearest Shell station today and start planning your new adventure. No purchase necessary. Some conditions apply. See store for details.
All right, this week's Red Zone Athlete of the Week, Will Stinnett, captain of the men's national basketball team. And man, it's been a long time coming. You first started with the team in 2005 in the Mini Pacific Games in Palau. You played for the national team in 2006 in the Micronesian Games that were held in Saipan, taking gold medal. But fast forward to 2020, man, and it's been a long ride for you.
It's been a long ride, so the end's near, but at least now everything's coming into the pinnacle of Guam basketball as far as competition, the apex of what we're at right now. So hopefully we keep going up from here.
And what can we expect in that Hong Kong game going down on February 20th at the UOG Cabo Fieldhouse? Guam is currently ranked 73 in the world for the FIBA rankings. What can we expect with the Hong Kong team?
There's a lot of pressure, fast-paced game. I think it's going to be exciting. We got our bigs coming back, so looking for a couple, some dunks, some highlight plays, but we're going to come out and hopefully, dominate that game and just get ready for the game on Sunday against New Zealand, but just try to get the field house packed, get a lot of fans coming out there and supporting us.
Well, that Team Guam has a handful of professional basketball players that have played overseas, yourself, Joe Blas, but the team, it's pretty complete when you think about shooters, guys that can get to the basket for the finish, rebounding, and putbacks.
This is the most complete Guam team that I've ever been a part of in my, playing for the team over the past 15 years. But you're right, we have a couple 6'10" guys. We've got shooters, we've got dunkers, shot blockers. So it's a complete team from 1 to 5, and even, everybody, coming in as backup. So it'll be exciting, and just excited to get to perform at a high level in front of, the people of Guam.
And I think the bigger picture is paving the way for these young basketball players, having them something to look forward to, hopefully years down the road, when they say, who's your favorite basketball player, they're able to drop a name from the national basketball team.
Yeah, of course, we've been dominating off-island, other countries, playing against other teams, but to bring it back home in front of everybody else and to perform in front of, local fans here, and seeing the kids come out and seeing who plays for Guam. We got a lot of pro players, a lot of experience, so just coming out here, giving Guam a good name, and just hopefully this is a starting block to something really good for Guam basketball.
So who do you want to donate your check to?
Donate to Micronesian Sports Foundation.
Tickets for the Guam versus New Zealand FIBA Asia Cup qualifier matchup have been on sale at all Foodies locations and online at ctickets.us/GBC2020 for $20 in advance. The Bank of Guam men's national team will be hosting Hong Kong on February 20th at the UOG Cabo Fieldhouse. Now, if you already have purchased your New Zealand ticket, admission to the Hong Kong game will be for free. Just show your ticket at the door. So take advantage of the 2-for-1 special. Due to the schedule change and late notice, admission for the Guam versus Hong Kong game will be $10 at the door. All students will get in for free. College students need to show school ID. Come out and support Team Guam as they take on the best teams in the region. Tip-off for the February 20th game versus Hong Kong is scheduled for 7 p.m.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Hold up, stop.
What?
You sure you want to do this? Because once you take that bite, there's no turning back to breakfast like this. Nope. Or this. Ooh. Or this.
Wow.
It's time to change your life. For breakfast. With freshly prepared, buttery, crispy McChicken biscuits and savory sweet chicken McGriddles. Now at McDonald's nationwide. Wake up breakfast.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Let's wrap this work week up by saying happy birthday to tonight's Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club recipients, led off by Cassidy Nakamoto, who celebrates her 6th birthday. To our girl Cassidy Nakamoto from Daddy and Annabelle, we wish you the very best and a happy birthday. Jay Sablan also has a birthday today, so Jay, happy birthday to you from all of us here and at Cold Stone Creamery. Happy birthday 13 to Aiden Matanonia. We love you. Say mom and dad with an exclamation point at the end, and that is when you know things are really, really awesome. Happy birthday number 3 to Caleb Arizala, coming from his mommy, daddy, sister, and brothers. Bea Jade Terlahi Simeon also has a birthday today, so her friends and family are wishing Bea the very best. Haley Sanchez Corpus. Your birthday shout-out is have a wonderful, safe, and special happy birthday from Daddy and the family. We love you so much, my girl. Hugs and kisses. Enjoy your special day. Also, happy birthday number 9 to Victoria Joy Farron. Love the family. And happy birthday number 5 to Kane Ashton. To our handsome Kane, we love and miss you. Say Papa Kevin, Mom Barb, and Uncle Koa. That is a collection of birthday shout-outs. Happy birthday, everybody.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday. And it's that time of the week to announce the winner of a yummy Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. Peyton Sarai San Nicolas Pinella, whose birthday was on February 3rd. Congratulations. A rep will be contacting you on how you can redeem your cake. And that's going to do it for us here on Primetime. Thanks for watching and have a good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc. Visit GESIGuam.com or call 647-8111 for more details on how we can help your business save money.
Hello, everybody. Half a day. I'm Jason Salas, and laissez la beauté rouler, as they say down on the bayou, which means let the good times roll. Everything. Go LSU, go Tigers, how about them Saints, everything like that. We are bringing this up because, of course, Mardi Gras is coming up. It's a wonderful celebration. If you have never participated in one, it's an event you absolutely will never forget for the rest of your life. And it's happening on Guam. We're going to have our own Mardi Gras celebration, courtesy of our friends at the Guam Women's Club.